So guys, welcome back to the channel. You join me and a big black coffee in the garage because today we are installing a very cool thing. Now, of course, we're in the UK. It gets very, very cold this time of year. It's got incredibly cold really, really quickly. So the guys at Max Speeding Rods were like, mate, we've seen you doing up your garage. We've seen that you've done so much to it. That's a big black one, we like that. They thought they would send down one of their heaters, diesel heater, for me to try out in the garage. Now, of course, you can use this in different aspects, but today we are going to be installing this in the garage. I would like this to be on, you know, before I get in here. That's the sort of premise of what I'm doing today, because I can get it nice and warm in here when we have a car in here, when we're doing stuff for the channel, when we're doing up stupid cars that decided they didn't want to start yesterday. So that's another video on its own, but I have already gone through and taken everything out. So this is the main unit, Max Speeding Rods diesel heater that we are going to be putting into the garage today. Now, if you're after something very, very similar, I will link this product in the description below. Again, thank you so much for Max Speeding Rods for sending this out, sending me a little play with it, which is pretty cool. So we have in the box the actual diesel heater itself with wiring. We've got a plate to go on the wall. We've got the actual diesel fuel tank, little bits and bobs. The best thing I have seen here, though, this is why I wanted it, is this. This is the LCD screen. You'll see this go live in this video, but has an on and off button. Now, this really, really cool kit has a Bluetooth app, so I can actually turn this on within my house before I even get in here and make it warm. Sounds so silly, but if you've ever been on the ground in a horrible garage or even outside in the cold weather trying to do up one of your favourite cars, having somewhere where you can preheat or even have heating inside a garage is the biggest luxury going. So that's why I wanted to make today's video. It's something that I've wanted for such a long time. And now we've got the flooring here, we've got the good lighting, we've got, you know, other bits and bobs. It was time for a bit of heat. So yeah, we will be putting all of this into the garage today. You've also got a muffler there, got some tubing. Yeah, just loads of good bits, all of the ducting and stuff. So we will be putting this all into the garage today. I will, you know, simplify as much of this as I can because I'm a simple person and I want to do all this all myself, don't get me wrong, but I want to make sure that everyone out there, regardless of how mechanically minded or installation DIY minded you are, you're able to do this. So let's get on it. Right, so we've got right into this install. What I'm gonna have to do is, and I will show you guys this, your garage might be different, your car might be different. My garage is a bit of a funny one. There is no real exit and entry for exhaust and fresh air to actually go with the pipes. So the main thing for me was finding somewhere in this garage that I can actually put an exhaust and an entry for you know, fresh air, which I've just said. So what I've had to do is, you would probably do it sort of over here, maybe down on the floor at the back, because then that would give the most amount of heat down and, you know, away from the door. But unfortunately, because of the way this what was basically a cattle shed or a horse shed at some point, the way it's been built is that the only real way I'm able to do this, and this is going to be different for every single person out there, is actually put the exhaust and the entrance here. So if I just go round here, I'll show you guys that the exhaust I have just put up there, as you can see, facing this way, and I'm going to try and get the inlet to go along here and have the filter just underneath basically the bit of roof there on the outside. So again, that's something that, you know, you guys may not encounter. I have had to really think about this because there's no way of me getting between the roof and the actual wall that side to have that exit and entry for the air and the exhaust to actually go out. So that's something that, you know, I've had to do. I've also heat wrapped it all as well. So as you can see, this exhaust, it will of course get hot. So we've heat wrapped that with the heat wrap that actually comes with the kit. So again, something so cool. And what I'm actually gonna have to do is mount the probably the battery tray up here and the heater up here. Now I'm going to take this down in a minute and try and sort of work out how I'm going to do it. This was sort of the only spot I had free to actually do this. Again, it's not going to be the same with your garage or your car that you're going to put this in, but that's the way I'm doing it. So what I'm going to do next is show you guys how far I've got with this part, and we are, so I'll put my drill out the way. Basically, we put the backing plate on. This is going to fix to the wood just up, as you've seen. This is fuel, and then we have, of course, all the electrics to go off to one side. Air goes in there, comes out this side hot. It should be good. So what I'm going to do next is, as this is all on, I'm going to tighten all this up, and then we're going to actually get the clamps for this and this for the exhaust and the air in to actually go on to just behind me up here. We're going to put that up there, and hopefully all fits the way I want it to, because although it's going higher up than I want it to go low. It should work. It should work. So a bit further down the line, I've been jigging stuff around because I found a few problems that I have created along the way. So we've been able to still go with the initial exhaust out that way and sort of inlet there. I've been able to get the actual unit up here, and it will then be breathing cold air in here and then shooting it out, and I'm probably going to have the actual tube maybe coming down and this way. I think that's probably the best way to do it. But as you'll see, I've actually started with the fuel system. Now, coming out of the back of the unit here, you're allowed to actually put this on a 90-degree angle. 90-degree angle. 90-degree angle, so it doesn't have to be flat. It can actually be on its side, which is quite nice. So I've obviously utilised this space. Next up is the electronical side, but I'm actually going to get the fuel system done. So, if you guys can see, the fuel system comes out the back of the unit here, actually comes round, and I've made a real, well, I've tried to make a real good job of actually making this as nice as possible. Still need to brace a few bits, but as you'll see, fuel goes into here. We've got the pump coming round, filter, and then this will come out, and I'm probably going to take this, which is the fuel tank, and actually put it on the wall here. I think that's probably going to be the right way to do it, sort of there, so I can still fill stuff up. I can see if anything is, you know, an issue, which is quite nice. And my idea of putting it here was that I can actually take this panel off if I need to move any of the pipes around, or actually get to the back of the unit. So that's good news. We're going to get this on the wall now, and we're nearly there. Right, so just been and got some diesel. Jerry can was like nearly a tenner to fill up. When was that a thing? I can't remember the last time I filled a jerry can. So that's happened. £10 nearly. £10 for a jerry can. Anyway, show you the setup. This isn't, of course, the finished result. We're going to turn it on now on camera and just sort of get a sense as to, have I done things right? Again, this is my first time doing it. I'm not telling you guys how to do it. This is just the way I've done it. So with the space that I have, so filled up with diesel, going into filter, pump, and then into the actual unit. As you guys saw yesterday, the exhaust actually goes out this way now, so hopefully that doesn't get too hot. I'm going to monitor that, although I've packed a load of the heat wrap into the bits where the wood is, but we'll see. Air filter with the air going in, and then air going in there, coming out this way onto two ducts. I put one duct here because I'm usually sort of stood here polishing a car or doing whatever near the door, and then I've got one sort of directed that way so it can cover the rest of it. Now, yes, this isn't the perfect setup for one of these. It's just a setup that I'm going with because of the available space I have within the garage. Of course, you'll see teetering on this weird bit I have just right here, we have an old battery. So I'm going to connect that now, and we'll run through, see if I've connected everything up right, and see the electronic display up here. We're going to do this bit actually on camera. Are you ready? Oh, look at that. So cool. So yeah, you'll be able to walk in and just put the temperature on, or use the key fob, which is sick. Anyway, let's connect her up, see if I've done it right. Right, so, do you know, it's funny, it's actually really cold today, but that sort of helps, doesn't it, with the whole putting the heating in the garage this winter. Got these little clamp things, see that? The clamps for the battery. Right, we have power. Let's look at this. Look at this here. Oh, nice job. So, I haven't actually used this yet, so we'll go power on. Oh, 22 degrees. We have something happening. That's exciting. Right, volts, we've got that. So, now we're going to start bringing the diesel through, I think. Oh, yep, here we go. She's going. We have power. That's good. We have power. Come back down to here. Bloody, that is really powerful coming out of there. Very impressive. I'm going to start to heat this up. Make sure the volts stay right. This battery is a little bit naff, I think, so I might have to get a better battery. But, yeah, so you can go... Oh, we can go up and down the degrees. That's cool. So you can check voltage. So we'll bring that up to a steady 23 degrees. I'll leave it on for a bit. It's quiet as well, it's quite quiet. I've actually got battery charging in the background here for one of the X5, the project car. You can also, because there is a little remote that comes with this, if my camera actually focuses, Turn it off. Bye-bye. And everything goes off. Charger's still on down there, but that is all off. And then, could be, you know, rolling up in the house or whatever, in the car. Turn it on. Adjust the temperature all the way to 30 because I mean it's cold in the UK, and away it goes, just like that. What a cool piece of kit. Another cool thing, as we're actually heating up the garage fully now, is you can actually download the Max Speeding Rods app, and I've actually found the parking heater, which is what that is. I'm going to put it onto my allow list, and we can add parking heater to my phone, and then I could be in the house and I can go, yeah mate, could you just like put some heat in the garage before I get in there? Again, this is like so cool, isn't it? I am going to say this is one of the things I've wanted for a very long time, is having something that I can heat the garage with. Just nice if you're actually warm outside. And here we are, ready to connect. So there we go, we can bring the temperature up on my phone. So yeah, I could be, you know, in the morning having my cereal, say, and start heating the, or preheating the garage ready for filming. Again, that's something you can get in the iOS or Android store. There's actually, as well as all of the instructions that come with it, there is actually a parking heater QR code that comes with it. So again, you've got that, you've got a quick startup guide, and of course you've got the full instructions there that I've been following the whole time. Really, really good. And again, if you know your stuff, you could just use the quick start guide like that. Very simple, very effective. I like this. So there we have it, guys. Full heating in the garage now. I'm so excited for this because, again, as I've already said in this video, there's nothing worse than working on cars in the cold, in a cold garage. And thankfully, as you can hear from behind me, and well, you guys can't feel this, but there is heat coming out of there. I am so happy with this. Again, massive thank you to the guys at Max Speeding Rods. As we start coming up to temperature, I'm going to thank you guys for watching. But again, Max Speeding Rods, thank you so much for sending this product down, letting me have a play with it and installing it. If you would like something similar for your car, motorhome, or whatever you're going to put it in, as well as a garage, there is a link in the description. Thank you so much for watching, guys. We'll see you on the next one.